Hello everybody and welcome again to another vlog. It's been a while since we have uploaded a video, but this time we would like to share our recent experience after visiting the last frontier of the Philippines, Balabac, Palawan. As you know, we are from Bacolod, and currently, wala pang direct flight from Bacolod to Puerto Princesa, the gateway to Balabac. We had to travel to Iloilo as early as 2 a.m. to catch our 8 a.m. flight going to Puerto Princesa. We took the Ro-Ro vessel and it took us around 2 hours to reach Dumangas port in Iloilo. The fare is around 100 pesos per person, so medyo nakatipid kami doon. From Dumangas, we took a taxi going to Iloilo International Airport. Ang singil ni Kuya Driver is 1,500 per way. Buti na lang may other passengers na papunta rin sa airport, so we only paid 300 pesos per head. The travel time papuntang airport was only around 30 mins, so we had plenty of time because we arrived there around 5 a.m. So kumain muna kami while waiting for boarding. At around 7:40 a.m., nag-start na ang boarding process, and after 40 minutes, touchdown Puerto Princesa. Some of you might be asking why Balabac. Nakapunta na kasi kami before sa El Nido and Coron, so we want something different this time. Since our tour will start the following day pa, we had to book for an overnight stay sa Puerto Princesa, and we chose Go Hotels. Eto rin kasi ang binok namin last time we were here, and it is just along the highway, plus near Robinsons. In the afternoon, we walked around their boulevard at Tumambay. Aside from the students na tumatambay, marami ka ring makikitang cafes and restos dito. Nakahilera lang sila along the boulevard. Pili ka lang kung saan mo gustong kumain. Pero instead of having dinner along the boulevard, we decided to eat instead sa Isla Fiesta Buffet Restaurant. I knew about this restaurant sa isang vlog na napanood ko din, and hindi kami nagkamali sa pagpunta dito. For only 399 pesos, you'll have more than a dozen of food to choose from. Tingnan nyo to, guys. Sa sobrang dami ng food, hindi namin natikman lahat. So nung nabusog kami, we went straight to the hotel so we can rest for our early morning trip to Balabac the next day. The following day, we woke up at 2 a.m. because the standard pickup time is at 3 a.m. for Balabac-bound tourists. The travel time from Puerto Princesa to Buliluyan Port is around 5 to 6 hours. Although meron siyang stopover somewhere in Nara for the passengers to eat breakfast. At around 8 a.m., we finally arrived in Buliluyan Port, where our tour guide is already waiting for us. By the way, our tour was booked through Camp Malaya Travel and Tours. Sila yata ang pinaka-well-known na travel agency for Balabac tours since medyo konti pa lang ang nag-o-offer ng tours dito. We will just discuss the details of the expenses at the end of this video. Our first stop is at Palawan Island. It is a small island with white sand beach, and we were given 40 minutes to take pictures and enjoy the place. Next stop is Tangkahan Island. This is a much bigger island, and this is where our lunch was served. By the way, all meals are included in this 4 days 3 nights tour except lang sa breakfast on the first day. We also took a couple of pictures sa isla na ito dahil sa sobrang ganda ng view with coconut trees along the beach. Our third and final stop for day 1 is Sixican Island. This will also serve as our base camp for our entire tour. Lahat ng mga guests ng Camp Malaya ay dinadala nila dito for their accommodation. After briefing with the dos and don'ts and what to expect sa isla, they showed us our assigned accommodation. Merong 2 types of accommodation sila dito, tent or kubo. Tent ang unang binigay sa amin, pero we have decided to upgrade to kubo for an extra fee of 200 per night. Napakaliit kasi kapag tent lang and we don't have space for us to put our things. Pagkatapos naming mag-settle, we used the remaining time to roam around the island and chill. Hinintay din namin ang sunset because the island has a stunning view of both sunrise and sunset. The following day, maaga pa kaming nagising to witness the sunrise since the sun rises, right in front ng kubo namin. Excited din kami for this day because we will be exploring the very famous Onok Island in today's tour. Ang docking area ng mga bangka ay medyo malayo sa accommodation area kaya kinailangan naming maglakad for about 500 meters daily papunta at pabalik mula sa tour. Our first stop for the day ay ang Candaraman Island, also known as Starfish Island, dahil sa napakaraming chocolate chip starfishes na makikita dito. Malapit lang sa Candaraman Island ay ang Candaraman Sandbar, our second stop. Actually, mula sa island mismo, pwede mo lang lakarin papuntang sandbar. Nakakamangha ang puti at haba ng sandbar na ito. We stayed here for about an hour, so nakakuha ako ng drone shot dito. Look at that fine powdery sand, guys. After an hour, we are finally headed to Onok Island. Pero dahil low tide pa rin at that time, kinailangan naming mag-stopover sa isang diving site while waiting for the high tide. Tuwing high tide lang kasi pwedeng makapasok ang bangka sa Onok Island dahil sa napakababaw ng area na ito. Nag-enjoy naman kami sa pag-swimming habang naghihintay dahil sa napakalinaw ng tubig sa diving spot na ito. Sa bangka na rin kami kumain ng aming lunch dahil alas 12 na, mababaw pa rin ang tubig sa isla. Kinailangan tuloy naming lumipat sa maliit na bangka para lang makalapit sa Onok Island. Sulit naman ang aming paghihintay dahil sadyang nakakamangha ang ganda ng isla. At syempre hindi namin pinalampas ang chance na kumuha ng drone shot para mas makita pa namin ang tinatagong ganda ng Onok mula sa taas. Ang ibang kasamahan namin ay napiling mag-overnight dito sa isla for an additional 1,000 pesos. Gusto rin sana naming mag-overnight dito pero wala na silang available accommodation sa isla. So we had to go back to the base camp sa Siksikan Island at around 3 p.m. Ginutom kami sa buong araw na tour, buti na lang at hindi kami tinitipid ng Camp Malaya pagdating sa pagkain. On our third day, maaga ulit kaming gumising for another tour. Our first stop is Mansalangan Sandbar. Ito ang pinakamahabang sandbar sa Balabac and according sa aming tour guide, napakaswerte namin dahil sa loob ng 3 buwan, ngayon lang ulit lumabas ang sandbar na ito. Kadalasan kasi, hanggang tuhod ang tubig dito so hindi siya masyadong nai-enjoy ng ibang turista. So far, ito ang pinakamagandang sandbar na nakita namin sa aming tanang buhay. Talo pa nito ang ibang spots na napuntahan namin the previous days. Ang kagandahan pa dito ay walang masyadong tao, kaya magsasawa kang magpa-picture na walang photo bomber. Our next spot is Punta Sibaring. Dito mo makikita ang pinakapinong buhangin sa buong Balabac. Maiihalin tulad mo siya sa Boracay. Marami nga lang niknik o sand mites dito, so make sure na may insect repellent kayo pag pumunta kayo dito. We were supposed to go to our last spot pero habang papunta kami doon, biglang nasiraan ng bangka na sinasakyan namin. We waited for almost 2 hours sa gitna ng dagat bago dumating ang rescue. Buti na lang at hindi maalon at mahangin at that time. Nang dumating ang rescue boat, hinila nila ang aming bangka pabalik sa base camp, so hindi na kami nakapunta sa aming last spot for the day. Nung nakabalik kami doon, maaga kaming nag-dinner and we were instructed to wake up early since maaga kaming susunduin ng speedboat pabalik sa Buliluyan Port. From Buliluyan, we traveled back to Puerto Princesa at nakarating kami around 2 p.m. na. We stayed again sa Go Hotel since our flight back to Iloilo is the following day pa. So there you go, guys. That sums up our Balabac tour experience. It was indeed an amazing experience and we highly recommend it, especially for those na hindi pa nakapunta. And now for the summary of our expenses. Ang aming airfare was booked during Cebu Pacific seat sale, so we only paid for 5,200 round trip for 2 already. Ang 4 days, 3 nights tour package including full board meals and accommodation with Camp Malaya is 12,500 per pax. It already includes van transfer to and from Puerto Princesa. Our Go Hotel's accommodation is 1,500 per night. Since we stayed for 2 nights, that's 3,000 in total for 2 pax already. Other expenses, which include things na gusto mong bilhin sa isla outside of the package, tricycle and taxi within Puerto Princesa, and meals sa city, is approximately around 5,000 for the 2 of us already. So all in all, we spent around 38,200. So our budget per pax is approximately 20,000 each. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if nakatulong sa inyo ang video na to, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment nyo na din ang experience nyo sa Balabac if nakapunta na kayo doon.